Peterbilt 379, 378, 357, 377, etc. Cab air ride, aftermarket cab air ride. Can be bought from 4 states, daycabkits.com, and I think a few other places on the internet sell the same air ride aftermarket cab system. No real good videos on the YouTube about this aftermarket air ride system. Had to pull the transmission out of this truck, and this here cross member was cracked, so we just took it out and got it out of the way. The cab air ride that was on the truck was this old dilapidated CabMate system. I believe it was on from factory. These airbags were shot, they were leaking. And the only way to get to the airbags to replace them was to take the entire thing apart, because you could only get them to them from the backside, which was stupid and annoyed me. So we're throwing that away. So back to the aftermarket kit. This, at least, your airbag's on the outside, your shocks are on the outside. Any maintenance, it's pretty easy to get to. New cross member. Obviously, not everybody needs that. You have your torque arm right here, which is, self-contained. That old CabMate system had a really big torque rod. I think it lays kind of right there on the table. That went from here all the way across. I never seen one like it before. My 379 Peterbilt doesn't have one like that, but so here. Leveling valve is in the back. I don't know if you can see it very well, but it's back there. Pretty easy to get to either way. This is a 357 truck, and we will take a look here around the other side. It was a dump truck, and it will be one again. Just fixing things that need to be fixed. I got a pretty close to where it needs to be with the adjuster. I'm going to be satisfied with that for now. But we can look from the other side. Real simple. Let me see if I can shine the light in here. You have your air line that comes from your old air ride system, goes in there, and then the other line comes out and goes in the bottom of the bag. Simple as can be. Can't get any easier than that. I will say, there's the directions. They're mediocre at best. We were missing some bolts. This little tiny bolt, I believe, was the one to go through the main bracket up to the floor of the cab. It's too short. The bottom of the cab was too thick. I mean, this bolt's only, like, my finger's like an inch. It's like an inch and a quarter. That's not enough to do anything. So I had bigger bolts I put in there, which is fine. No big deal. That's one of the brackets from the old air ride system for the torque arm. So missing a few bolts, and the directions kind of suck. But anybody with half a brain can figure out how to put it on. Center bolt goes up through there. Drill out another bolt here and one on the other side, and there's 2 here to drill out, to drill through the back to stiffen this up. Neat thing that they do to make these very universal between a 379 and a 357, which you can't really see from this side. We'll walk around the other side. If you can tell, this cab sits a little higher off the frame than some other trucks. Anybody that knows anything about these Peterbilts is the 357, the 378, 377 trucks, and a few of the other oddballs that are in there sit 2 inches higher off the cab than what a 379 does. So to make this universal, they have 2 sets of holes here, one here and one there. And since this is a factory cross member, there's already holes pre-drilled in your cross member there for them to accept that. And if this was, say, a 379 truck, you would just put your bolt through the lower cross member and then just lower this closer to the cross member. And it works just the same. So pretty slick. Makes it pretty universal. You can put it on just about anything. And it's simple. One airbag, shocks. Doesn't take up a whole lot of space back here. I mean, a little bit, but any cab air ride system does a little bit. So that is the Aftermarket 4 States daycabkit.com Aftermarket cab air ride. Seems like it's going to be better than that old one, so can't be any worse. So there you have it. Any questions about how to do it, leave a comment. I'll try to answer it. And see you later.